Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Matthew Vaughn put a fresh spin on the spy genre with his film Kingsman: The Secret Service. He's back at it with an all-new spy character who's full of surprises in Argylle. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Henry Cavill makes for the quintessential spy with his dashing good looks, British accent, and his ability to take anyone down. He's got his team in place ready to aid in his escape at any moment. They're played by John Cena and Ariana DeBose. Now he can get out of any situation, as he has for 4 different adventures. You see, they're characters in a spy novel series written by Ellie Conway, who's played by Bryce Dallas Howard. She's out promoting her 4th book while putting the finishing touches on her 5th one. Now that is until a call comes from her mom, who's played by Catherine O'Hara, and convinces her that the 5th book isn't quite up to par with the others. Now Ellie's books have oddly predicted what happens in the real espionage world, and she finds herself caught up in a real spy adventure when she meets Sam Rockwell's character on a train. Now, he tells her that she's in grave danger and that a sinister group is out to use her to predict where some dangerous codes and files could be located. She finds herself in way over her head as life imitates art, and she has no one to trust except her cat, Elfie. The film also stars Bryan, Cranston, Samuel L. Jackson, and Dua Lipa. Matthew Vaughn's Argylle is meant to be taken as a wild, twisty nod to the spy genre and really acknowledges all the tropes and silly characters along the way. Vaughn certainly leans into this from the beginning with its just bombastic, Fast and the Furious style car chases that just defy any logic. Some of these sequences are pages within Ellie's novel that we then see play out on screen. And Henry Cavill's character Argylle then pops up throughout the film, really acting as Ellie's conscience and just spy guide. Now, the concept of a spy world within a spy world means plenty of nefarious characters along the way. Now, every actor seems in on the style and is clearly having a blast, leaning into the heightened acting that comes with the genre. Vaughn really lets them play into what they do best, from Bryan Cranston leaning into the evil leader type. Catherine O'Hara gets to bring in her kind of quirks as the overbearing mother, and Sam Rockwell brings his usual brand of wackiness to it. It's really wonderful to see Bryce Dallas Howard get a really fun acting role again, as she's been directing more and wasn't fully utilized in the last 2 Jurassic World movies. It's a really multifaceted character who's given more to do than just be the damsel in distress. Now, the first half of Argylle really works well, as I was just kind of piecing this all together. Vaughn plays into the humor of this concept when needed without getting too slapsticky, and there were a few surprises along the way. But then he lets his own ego in the way, and the second half just comes with one too many twists and a completely bonkers climax. It's almost as if he wanted to see just how many surprises, how many reveals, just how ridiculous he could just make this whole film. Now, some of them work, but it often just means additional shootouts, additional action sequences that just makes for a really bloated runtime. Vaughn has a fun voice for the spy genre, as we've seen with his Kingsman movies and now Argylle. And there's potential for another franchise here, as Argylle will keep you guessing until the very end. Now, Vaughn needs to remember that less is more with the kind of meta approach that he gave this film. I'm giving Argylle 3.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel where there's some movie reviews, some celebrity interviews. I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment on social media at Paul's Movie Trip, or leave me a comment on YouTube. Go see Argylle in theaters at your local Imagine Theaters. Get tickets today through their app, through their website. I know you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Tickets are also on sale for movies like The Beekeeper, Origin, or Mean Girls. There's some good movies in theaters right now. And come join me for my movie series, Paul McGuire Grimes Presents. Coming up February 25th is the Stanley Kubrick classic, Dr. Strangelove, which is celebrating its 60th anniversary. And then coming up March 24th, it's Good Will Hunting. Get tickets today I do a discussion after every one of these screenings, so come see these movies back up on the big screen and then let's talk about what makes them so great. Get tickets today for Doctor Strangelove or Good Will Hunting. Thank you so much for watching my review of Argylle. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.